On March 13th, after the SVB collapse, we heard almost verbatim the president say what he said today with regard to calling on Congress to give regulators the tools to hold executives accountable, with regard to regulators strengthening regulations, with regard to making sure this does not happen again. And here we are again. So can you clarify between March 13th and today what has changed, if anything? Have any of those tools gotten sharper, and how has he reached out to Congress?
The actions, again, that we've taken has helped. These were unique situations, the three banks that you all have been following clearly and that I just mentioned. And again, we're going to continue to monitor this situation. This is something.
For mid and large-sized banks, has anything changed with regard to the power of the tools?
We think, I just laid out, we think the tools are indeed working. The three banks have had unique vulnerabilities and just laid those out. This is not 2008. This is a very, very different time than 2008.
Well, this administration, we sat here, we talked about corporate consolidation as something that you want to push against. Our reporting is that JPMorgan was the only bidder that offered to take the entire bank over. The administration, I just want to be clear, you support that because it was the only option, or you support that because it was the best option?
No, I totally understand the question. This is an FDIC process. What the president has done is given his economic team a directive on how to protect taxpayers and also depositors, and so that is what I can share with you. FDIC runs this process.
Beyond calling on Congress to take these steps, as you just mentioned, what steps are you taking to avoid this from happening again? I guess, why so confident?
So look, we are very confident because we have put forward tools, five specific tools that I can speak to that the president wanted to make sure that were out there. Again, we have taken decisive and forceful actions these past several weeks to make sure that the banking system is in a stable position, and that's what you've seen this administration do.
First Republic, is this it? Are you bracing for more banks to fail?
And he has called on regulators to reverse a series of steps taken during the prior administration to relax regulation and supervision of large regional banks like Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, and now First Republic.
What the president's message is to members of Congress who might see the current banking shakeup or future banking troubles as an opportunity to make a buck. Because, for instance, we've already seen some members of Congress who have had what seems like particularly good luck offloading shares of First Republic Bank and turning around and buying shares of JPMorgan.
I'm just not going to speak to any kind of hypotheticals that you're laying out for me.
It has been very clear when it comes to the wealthy that they should pay their fair share, that they should not skirt, tax law. Is there a need for the president to go to wealthy lawmakers and say, if you have access to new information that maybe the public doesn't, perhaps you should take a step back?
Look, what I've been very clear about is what the president wants to make sure, that we protect taxpayers and that investors have to make sure that that they are held accountable. And that's what the president's going to continue to say. Of course, the president has always said, even with his environment in economic policy, that we need to make sure that we look out for the little guy.